the whole wide world. World Cup fans. Bobby Cardenas coming at you from Lancaster, California. I'm a little disheveled, a little sunburnt. Oh, on the soccer fields this morning. And something happened that has never happened to me before in my career as a referee. But, you know, things happen. I was refereeing a game this morning for the AFL, 8 o'clock. Suffered an injury. My right knee. I just dropped something. My right knee. As I'm running, I feel a little tweak on the inside. Ooh, hurt. I'd actually heard it earlier in the week at work. Just taking a step. Felt a little twinge. But kept going. But it was fine. But today, you're running, you're pounding it, boom. It hurt. Tried to shake it off, tried to continue, but essentially I was limping. This was in the first half with about 10 minutes to go in the half. No, actually at the water break in the middle of the half. And so when it happened, I called the captains over and I told the captains of both teams, I said, look, I just felt a twinge pretty badly where at this point it doesn't look like I can really run. I'm going to try to finish the first half and see what happens, but if it's too bad and I cannot sprint, because referees, you must be able to sprint. And when I say sprint, I mean friggin' sprint from one end of the field to the other when the play calls for it. You have to anticipate play, you have to read play, you have to position yourself in the best possible spot on the field to anticipate play and move back and forth. And if you can't do that, like some refs that I've seen, you should hang it up. Okay, so I told him, look, if it gets too bad, I can't continue. We do a dual system. And unfortunately, I was refereeing simply because I didn't have enough referees to cover the games anyway. Because I really do. I like to keep myself in reserve. In case something happens, like something like this, then I can fill in. Well, nobody was there. We finished the first half, and I couldn't take 2 steps before it really hurt. And I'm not about to sprint to test it out, to injure it even worse, because I have to go to work on Monday morning. Let's face it, I started a brand new show, Code Black. It's going to be a huge hit. CBS. Wednesday nights, 10 p.m., starting September sometime, I believe. A little plug for my show. All right, so stuff like that can happen to a referee, but a referee should be man enough and professional enough to take the right action. So the game, we completed the first half. The second half will now be completed at a later date because the match was suspended. It was not terminated. It was suspended. You can do that. And then you finish it. We had to do that last week because of rain delays. Freaking thunderstorms hit. The skies opened up. And we had to suspend 2 games and cancel 1. So this is my life. I have to now juggle the schedules and everything and figure out what's going on. Okay, so anyway. Okay. So, because of my work schedule now, you may only see me weekly. Like today. I'll try to come back tomorrow though and post something too. So today, the big news is, of course, the USA lost Wednesday against Jamaica. And they're playing, in fact, I recorded the game, I'm watching it right now, versus Panama in the 3rd game, who lost to Mexico in a very controversial match featuring one of our referees, Mark Geiger, the only referee from the USA to work the World Cup in this summer at Brazil. Did a great game. Did great games, actually. But he's a human being. There was a contentious call where Panama had already scored a goal. They were playing with 10 men down, which is in and of itself. And that was for most of the first half and obviously all of the second half. So Mexico is going into the area, the offensive area, and Torres for Panama, who had scored the goal for Panama, is defending. He's trying to prevent the Mexican player who's on his back. Well, the Mexican player clips his legs and takes him out. Now, Geiger was in a position where there were players obstructing his view on that initial play. But the Panamanian player decides to friggin' lose his mind, and instead of just and he was going down, He could have just gone down because he really righteously was clipped. He sort of went down, got up immediately, and then went and smothered the ball. Where's my wall? Smothered the ball like this while it was on the ground. And at that point, Geiger had a perfect view of it. He intentionally handled the ball by smothering it like this. That's what we call a PK. All hell breaks loose. It took a full 12 minutes before the penalty kick was even taken because of the sidelines, people throwing stuff, water bottles. The Panamanian players are going crazy. Pineda, the goalkeeper, has now been suspended for 2 matches from CONCACAF, so he can't play today, and he won't be able to play in the first qualifier or playoff game if Panama were to win, let's say today, for the Confederations Cup. There's all kinds of stuff that's going on. You know what? We're all human beings, but you guys you players, don't friggin' freak out. There are more important things in the world, believe it or not, than even this beautiful sport that I love, that I put my heart and soul into. But there are other things, life and death. So take it easy. All right? I got to take it easy because I'm friggin' hot and my knee is hurting right now. I got to. Essentially, I have to inebriate myself so that I can feel really well watching this. I could take the beer mug here and put it like on my knee, and that'll help. Why not, right? Say no to racism. We always say no to racism. And USA, go today. Win the third place championship game. Why not? My fingers are, what happened? USA! I'll see you tomorrow.